This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. This is their first game against Detroit this season. Now here's George. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, P.A., do you remember when the conversation was, you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Outside Harden. Outside Jones. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. From 17. Harden misses. Bryant right side. Jackson outside. And here's Siakam. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Now here's George. Here's Harden. The rebound by Embiid.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
The Hornets pull it in. George outside. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And it's Williams off the drive. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going, Doris.
Well, they need to, B.A., because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we do. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership, and then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well, make key trades, acquisition of key veterans, and then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this. Well, you love the confidence from Pascal Siakam. Ready on the catch, rise and fire. Nicely done.
Pass to Williams. From deep. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these.
Oh! Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Harden surveying the D. Driving in. Here's George. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Here's Castle. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
I'll tell you clearly, this guy has found his rhythm. He's attacking with confidence early.
George outside. Williams on the wing. Puts one up from 19. And it's in there. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Embiid. Back to Castle. Over Williams. Castle misses.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Outside Harden. Misses the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Embiid misses.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Outside, Williams. Back to Jones. Fires the three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This young man, one of the most dynamic players in the game. Williams showing off his vision.
Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out, this guy's game is big time.
His first shot attempt, and the basket is good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Castle, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
George feels it out a bit. On the wing, Harden. Outside, Williams. Again, Charlotte.
Ooh, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Castle, right side. To the paint. Here's Siakam. It's rebounded by George.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Outside Jones. Outside Reed. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by the Pistons. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Embiid. Here's Siakam. Jones with some nice D.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's George. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. It's stolen by Trent. And so it's Jalen Williams making things happen for Charlotte. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points. 17. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Pass to Harden. On the take. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. Charlotte leading by 7. Here's Carter. Pass to Harden. Puts up a 3. Misi grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside, Williams. Trent from long range. The Hornets pull it in. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Trent. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Outside Bagley. And here's Carter. Lets it go from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, certainly looked like the defense was okay, letting him shoot from 3. Well, let's remember, he can hit some of these.
To the middle. The shot by Misi, no good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Charlotte. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. It's stolen by Trent. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Misi. Out to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Harden. Now the Hornets moving it up. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woo-hoo, that's the athleticism you talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
Trent right side. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Jones. And Williams punches it home.
Boy, this is how you move the ball effectively. They're not just passing it around the horn. They are passing with a purpose.
The kick out to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, Jalen Williams keeping his foot on the gas pedal here. He is staying in attack mode.
Williams on the wing. To the inside. Here's Trent. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Outside Carter. Pass to Williams. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often. This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Pass to Jones. Outside, Williams. For 3. He drops it from range. Williams has got 16 points now.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
And here's Siakam for 3. The rebound by Carter.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Launches it. No good on the shot. Pistons trail by 9. Castle right side. Pass to Lynn. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
We've always talked about Alex Len's natural tools, and he can assault the rim on a consistent basis.
Carter from outside. Len pulls it in. Castle outside. Siakam outside. And stolen by Williams. Outside Jones. Outside Carter. Shot clock at 6. Detroit with a rebound.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players, so if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Left side read. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Castle kicks it out to Siakam. Stolen by Reed. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
KBA, the Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Brian, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you.
The Castle has been outstanding here, giving the defense more than they can handle.
Outside Jones. Then it's Williams off the drive. And Bryant pulls it down. Pistons trail up by 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Count it.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Reed. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Well, Naz Reid doesn't operate often in the mid-range, but if you concede it, he'll take it.
Here's Siakam. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Siakam's got 7 points. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Charlotte on top, up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pistons trail up by 3. Trent outside. Williams on the wing. Detroit moving the ball around. And stolen by Jones. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
My goodness, Jay Dub from deep. Wow, that was long.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, BA. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
Charlotte leading by 6. Pass to Harden. Back to George. Outside Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
Now here's Embiid. Down low. DiVincenzo can't hit. And here are the Hornets now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Harden. And the layup is good. Harden's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Up top, Embiid. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. On the wing, Jones takes a 3, hits the three-pointer. Jones has got 8 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's George. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Pass to Jones. Harden from outside. And Charlotte another 3.
I just love the ball.
And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Outside Harden. Pass to Reed. Wing shot on the way. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution.
And Embiid gets the double team. Trent on the wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Back to Trent. Misses the jumper.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Harden from outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Embiid. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's Coffey. Here's Williams.
Oh, wow.
Assist goes to.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the board.
Reed in the post. Unloads from 13. Misi grabs the board. Pistons trail up by 17. To the middle. Pascal Siakam throwing it down.
A 6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
Right side, Williams. Shoots over Jackson. Williams misses. Castle left side. Inside. Stolen by Reed. It's 2-on-1. DiVincenzo with the steal. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Siakam for 3. Connects from downtown. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
George outside. Pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. George, that one's good. George has got 7.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And that one's good. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Left side Reed. Outside Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Outside Reed. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Pistons trail up by 13. Here's Castle. It's not going to go for him. 1:39 left in the third quarter. It's George on the wing. 7 points in the game. Harden with a bucket.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Pass to Siakam. Over Jones. Siakam, no good.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Back to Williams. And here's George. Lets the three fly. And the Hornets, another three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Harden. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
To the paint. Here's Misi. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
You know what they came to see, me never on my
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Carter. From downtown. The shot, no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Hornets, up 19. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Harden with it. Bagley sets a screen to the middle. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Pick and roll play is a specialty of James Harden, and if he's got the ball in his hands and there's a pass to be made, I promise he'll deliver it.
Here's Topic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
Carter from outside. Topic grabs the miss.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Shots blocked. On the wing, Green. No one near him. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Green's got his first points of the game.
There's a reason James Harden is always near the top of the assist charts. That ability to distribute to teammates is elite.
And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. To the inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Right side Carter. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. No good. Pistons trail by 21. Trent on the wing. Inside. Here's Topic. A lot of people think the NBA has never been better, Doris. What's your favorite thing about the league right now?
Yeah, you can't ask me one favorite thing. I mean, these players are at the most skilled I've ever seen them. The tough shot making's ridiculous. The three-point ability off the bounce. Do you know how hard it is what some of these guys are capable of doing nightly? Please.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. to the wing, right side. Powell outside. Stolen by Siakam. Castle right side. Down low. And stolen by Bagley. Carter with it. Jackson in his pocket. Powell for three. On target from range. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a three there. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his third foul so far.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Outside, Green. Shoots over Siakam.
How about the defense of Pascal Siakam? This guy likes making it tough on the offensive player.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
Pass to Shannon. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, PA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, PA.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Outside Carter. Uses the glass on the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Siakam, no good.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Boy, with your fourth foul, you are going to have to be selective with how you guard and how physical you are.
And Shannon gets it to go.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Pass to Embiid. Knocked loose. Powell with a steal. And here's Carter. Top of the key. Again, Charlotte.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession. Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its usage.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Outside Carter. Pass to Shannon. Goes up from the top of the key. Good on the bucket.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hornets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for James Harden.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will.
Here's Siakam. Fades away. Williams. Here's Embiid. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball to Charlotte. "27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Reed. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jackson, right side. Stolen by Reed. Here's Shannon. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just